find it. Now this can't really be spun on. When you make a trailer hook like this, using these tubes, you can't really spin it on. And you can use barrier trailer hooks, you can use any kind of winging material you want. Most people charging, including myself when I get them going, are going to be $9 for a trailer hook. Making a trailer hook by itself takes about 3 minutes. Save yourself some money. Whether you buy the stuff from me for the trailer hook or whoever, that's about all it takes. But for nuclear mission wing right now and the pearl curl, I'm the only dealer. Hopefully I can get it everywhere. There's a little super glue. Now for this one, we're going to make a big old head. And we're going to use the pearlescent UVA new nuclear mission wing. I was trying to come up for an acronym for new, and that's about all I could think of. But since it shines so well, it's hard to pick up on this video. I figured that would catch people's attention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this one here, we're not going to trim it all. We're going to have this, except for this little bit. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. This is a shredded material. It's a little bit of a pain to work with, but it produces some fantastic flies. Once you get used to it, it's real easy. I normally do all that right over the tray that I keep the stuff in. Smaller flies, you can do it in about 2 motions. Trim this just a little bit here. Now we'll whip finish. Here's where learning how to whip finish by hand comes in handy, along with other things, especially when you're tying way back over here. Whether it's with regular winging material or whatever, especially making tarpon fly. A little bit of low melt so I don't burn my fingers. We'll pull that back, clip that loop. Don't have that as far up as I want. Push that in, flip it over. Same thing. Now the reason on this shorter one in the other video why I didn't put the eyes on right away is because I don't want them to I don't want the plastic on them, DEM eyes, to melt and prevent it from rattling. So there's that part of it. Fire up the old heat gun, let it warm up. Those heat guns available at Lowe's, other places. Black & Decker variable temp. Ones they're selling now goes from 100 up to 1,000 degrees. If you want it about 200 degrees, you got to play with each gun. And you don't want to cook it too much. Might even have to turn it down once you get your initial cooking in there. Come back. All you want to do is turn this nuclear mission wing iridescent and hard. Used by itself, it has a tendency after a good bit of fishing to break apart a little bit. Nothing anybody can do about that. People that make it have the patent. That's the way they make it. Unfortunately, they don't make it thick enough. It's actually made for the clothing industry, just like most products. Now here, I showed you before in the other video using that glue. Once this is made up, you can use this, and this is even a low temp. For this one here, I'm going to use a 15mm glow in the dark eye. As I said before, squids have the largest eyes, so you pretty well want to get them larger than you would on something else. There you have a nice trailer hook. Now here again, if this was in a pearl or a smoke, light olive, or fluorescent chartreuse, fluorescent yellow, if you used old 2-3/0 hooks for pike or bass, instead of putting these eyes on there, this would be a pearl or whatever light color. You could put on a peacock, cook that up, and put on some red eyes, white eyes, yellow eyes, or glow in the dark eyes if you like fishing early morning, late cloudy days. That comes in just like that. So here you have one, no trailer hook, and you have one in a tube fly. Now you also have another tube fly ready to go. These here, you can just pull these barbels off. They're going to fall off anyway, the leading edge. Don't throw those away. You can make some good Charlies with those, whether you fish bonefish, or they'll work great on a small fly.